What happens in your brain when someone says to quiet your mind? Do those thoughts and emotions just quiet down easily? Or do they just keep popping up, interfering, bringing up things that you're trying not to think about right now? Maybe it's old memories, maybe it's old emotions, maybe it's, oh, what I have to do later, oh, whatever, right? A lot of people have a trouble meditating, but mostly because I think there's a misinformation about what meditation really is. When they say quiet your mind, that doesn't mean stop hearing thoughts, stop completely everything. Very few of us are ever able to completely shut down that forebrain, that mind that is constantly processing, period. And when you first start meditation, it's even harder because your brain is used to running the show. But what does that mean? What is that? Why does your brain constantly run like that? I believe that it's our spirit telling us things that we need to think about, things that we need to work on, right? Not that we need to obsess over, not that we need to be anxiety ridden over. It's just that things that maybe we need to think about. So we have these random memories from 20 years ago that pop up while we're driving down the road, right? Why do they pop up? Because our spirit is saying to us, hey, I think it's time to work on this. I think it's time to break this down, this memory, because maybe it caused you some trauma. And maybe now is a good time to think about what the trauma was, how it's affecting you today in the way that you're still carrying it around. So the next time you're randomly accosted by some kind of memory, find a way to write it down. Like if you're driving down the road, obviously don't write it down right now, but put it in your brain that you're going to remember it when you pull over, and you're going to write it down. And then you're going to take all those little memory jogs, and at some point, sit down when you have a few minutes and start writing about those memories. This is what journaling is. This is what shadow work is. You're going to write them down. You're going to write down things about how it made you feel. How it made you feel when you were driving down the road and you remembered that memory. Or how the memory itself, the event so many years ago, made you feel. Maybe you're just going to randomly write whatever words come to mind after you think about it. There's no real structured way to do this. You can write it down, you can type it out onto a computer program. Voice recognition is great too, right? Put it into one of those notes on your phone and just start randomly spewing whatever comes out of your mind, and you'll start to see patterns forming, and you'll start to understand things a little better. And this is the heart of shadow work, because when we can bring those things into the light, they no longer have power over us.